If you own a camera and you're not making money, this is why. So I know so many photographers that spend a lot of money on their equipment, but they're not making any money. Now, if you're a hobbyist, then you might as well just click right off, because this is for you photographers that want to make money from your photography. And I'm going to share with you how. So I'm going to give you a reality check. Most of you, because you're me, put way too much attention into photographing, post-processing, buying equipment, and not putting your emphasis into the business side. So I'm going to give you 3 different steps that I've learned to focus on my business and my creativity to bring in money. So unfortunately, what happens is when you don't do these 3 steps, you end up having to have a second job to buy new equipment or make any kind of money. Basically, you're in the red most of the time. So listen to these 3 areas. I'm going to give you detailed information on how to work on these details. And also, this video is brought to you by White Sands, New Mexico. So towards the end of the video, you're going to see some wonderful places to photograph. So to maximize your time, this is what I want you to think. 33%. 33% being a photographer, making work. 33% being an entrepreneur, finding new ways to attract clients. And 33% to be the manager of your business. And you have to do this in the beginning. After you build a profitable business, you will hire people to do these 33%, except for the photography. Another thing I want you to know is you do not have to be the best photographer out there to sell. I'm not, and I sell my work to this day. So know that these percentages is what makes a photography business profitable. So let's go into the first one, which is our favorite, obviously, is 33% photographing. Within that 33% of your time, you need to make sure you have a strong portfolio. I know that many of you probably are photographing a lot of different things, and that's cool. But take one area, whether a subject or a way that you photograph, and make at least 15 to 20 images of a portfolio. Now, I have shared this before, but down below, I'll give you a video on how to make a strong portfolio to sell your work if you don't know how to make a portfolio. Once you have that portfolio, pretty much you're ready. Go ahead and photograph whenever you want within 33%, but that's all you need is one portfolio to get you started. So most of us will just keep photographing and wanting like several different portfolios or several different genres to say that I am a photographer. No, you don't need to do that. Listen to my words right now. Seriously, don't photograph anymore at the moment. I want you to get used to these 33%. So if you have that, guess what? You have more time for your entrepreneur and your managerial, because that's probably what's lacking right now at the moment. By the way, if you are a landscape, nature, and macro photographer who wants to make a profitable photography business, subscribe to the channel and hit that bell so every single week when I make a video for you, it will jump into your email and you'll have some great information on how to make a profitable or build a profitable photography business, because you can do this. The next one is 33% entrepreneurial, and you're a creative, so entrepreneurial is actually creative. These are people, you, me, and other photographers who are building a photography business, who want to build a business of their dreams. And in order to do that, you have to think beyond the box and not be like everyone else. So you don't sit there and put your website up and put all these photographs up and just hope people will buy. It doesn't happen like that. Entrepreneurial is looking at what everybody else has and saying, what can I do different? What can I make better for my clients? You have to understand your photography client, your ideal customer, who you're trying to attract. Yes, I have a free download for you if you'd like this guide. That can help you too. We'll put it somewhere around here. I want you to remember, as an entrepreneur, your goal is to serve others. Of course, you're making work from within, but you are now photographing for others. So once you know basically who you're selling to, remember, we are giving people feelings, whether it's a feeling of happiness, a feeling of where they've been, Maybe you're working for a company, so how can you help them in their creative venture? So do a little bit of research right now. Go out to other photographers that are kind of like you and see what you like and what you don't like, and write down a couple little lines like, don't like, and the don't likes, can you make things better? That will set you apart from everyone else. I'm going to give you an example of an entrepreneur. So when I was working with art buyers or art consultants, sometimes they needed colors that were specific to their projects. So what I would do is take the Pantone color, because that's what they work with, and I would change it in Adobe Photoshop to make sure the color would match exactly to what they needed. Now, most photographers just said, this is what it is, and if you like it, you like it. If you don't, you don't. I didn't care if I had to change my color, change a little bit of stuff, and that's what I did to get the sale. If you're getting nervous about what you planned as an entrepreneur, that's good, because you want to be different than everyone else. If you have not heard of the red and blue ocean, check that out real quick, because I truly believe in that. Google it and you'll understand what I'm talking about. We're going to start the managerial, which is 33%, but I want you to know, as I'm making these videos for you, I'm making money with my photography. And it's because, again, these 3 steps. My photography portfolio, they know what I like, I know who my clients are, and I do things differently. And third is managerial. Now, I do have help now, but in the beginning, I had to do it all. So know that you can do this. You just got to put it on your calendar, the different steps, and make sure you follow through. Now, let me know in the comments, have you made money with your photography? Just give me a yes or no. I'm curious on who's watching this video to help you make a profitable business. Okay, the last step is managerial, and that's 33% of your time. Managerial is really, really big. I have here something very important drilled into my mind when one of my mentors said this. If you're selling to everybody, you're selling to nobody. I'm trying to make it like she said it. But it's so true. If you're selling to everybody, you are selling to nobody. And in the managerial area, we're going to focus on connecting to your clients. You have to manage your time. And I say nowadays, it's so much easier than back in the days where we had to buy a list and try to connect with people via email. Now you can use social media. You just got to do it right. So with that said, you have your portfolio. What I want you to do is look at your portfolio, look at what you are selling, and start writing verbiage. Just start writing stories about your work. The good, the bad, the ugly, it doesn't matter. Stories is what drives people to look. So the first thing you're going to do is stop the scroll with your photograph. Then you're going to tell a story, because that's going to keep them longer. And then you're going to do a call to action. This is one part of your managerial. The call to action is subscribe to see more. Do you like this photo? Have you been here? All these different things. Now, this should be really easy because you're excited about your work and you want to talk about it. But what happens is so many people just put their work out there and just expect by hashtags that people are going to see it. And they're waiting for people to see their work. They're not connecting to other people that could be their clients. So in the managerial stage, what you do is it's your time to really focus on a calendar. What images are you going to share? You can share them more than once and tell different stories. So if you just have a single portfolio, that's okay. What you could do is, let's just say I'm here in the forest right now. So I photographed, matter of fact, I just photographed this awesome image in Tennessee. I'll share that with you right now. And with that, I tell stories of Kevin and I being in Tennessee. It's the one image, but it's the traction that will get people to see it. And then what you'll do is you'll share other stories for you, depends on your client. They don't care about f-stop, ISO, exposure, unless you're teaching photography. They don't care about that. So you got to really pay attention to the verbiage of your client and connect with them and have fun, because they have the same values as you. So you grab by attention of a photograph, you tell a story, and then you give them a call to action. It's a hook, story, CTA, and you'll see that in the business sector. So just wanted to let you know about that. Within the managerial stage too, as you are writing out your content, I want you to remember you don't want to sell all the time. People need to get to know you and trust you. So as you are telling stories, then say after 5 posts, or if you're on Facebook, then throw out, hey, I have this image for sale. If you're interested, send me a private message, or here's my email, or sign up for my email list, or whatever you have to be able to connect to these clients after the fact. Email list is really, really good. I highly recommend it in case something happens like Google Plus, where they shut down and a lot of people lost their clientele. So you want to capture their clientele. That's part of Managerial. So thinking of different ways to write out and connect with these people. Another part of Managerial is, I think a lot of photographers are embarrassed and don't want to share their wins. And that is a huge mistake. As a manager, just think of somebody managing you, right? You hired a manager. That manager is going to say, hey, what do we do in the business that's great? And we're going to share that. So that's part of your social content. And it's purposeful. You're not just throwing things out. And it builds a credibility. Make time to write out your content, put it on a calendar, and also make time to connect with clients that you potentially want to work with. If you're interested on building a profitable business and need help to focus on the dreams that you would like for your photography, then check out the link down below where you can schedule a quick call with me where we can chat, see if you're ready. If you felt this video was valuable, hit the thumbs up, subscribe to the channel, and don't forget to ask me questions down in the comments. I check every single comment from you guys. All right, cheers.